Alright, guys, so they just released another update. Helldivers 2 did. A lot of this stuff you're probably not even going to notice, to be honest with you, but it is important. I mean, the game's not been stable in a long time, as we all know. People get kicked out. I mean, I run with a lot of people, and like to see those people being thrown out, like mid-match, or say they do three-quarters of the match, or even 90%, they're right on extract, and they get booted and possibly lose that XP. It's chased a lot of people out of the game. I mean, couple that with the release of Arc Raiders. I mean, it's not really affected Helldivers numbers really all that much because, I mean, it's what are we sitting around 30 to 50,000? It's about average. It's better than what it was just on the computer. I mean, it's kind of a game that you can really come back into, but I gotta say that the Into the Unjust whole movement that they did was just silly. I mean, I understand them wanting to make the game. They have a vision in their head for the game, and that's great. I'm all about that. But they're just not listening to the people, to their players. From everything from the guns and the nerfing of the guns to what is that, passives and buffs and stuff like that for armors and stuff being attached to certain suits instead of just how it was in the other Helldivers where you could change the. And I don't think that would be a horrible thing to be able to change the way you look. Just have your character looking the way you want him to look. I do acknowledge that there's difference between light, medium, and heavy for a reason, but that could just go to armor stats and the passes could be moved. I mean, look, I'm not saying that's the way to fix it or to address the issue. I'm just saying that that's something I would like to see, and I would definitely love to see them get somebody that's competent with weapons, like rifles and just weapons in general, because I don't feel like Arrowhead has anybody there that has ever even test fired a real weapon. I mean, just by the way the animations to reload are always, I don't know, the guy's always hitting a charging handle on the right side. And if this is supposed to be the future, why is the charging handle on the right side? Why isn't it in the middle? Like most all modern weapons are, and that's why, right? The charging handle is in the middle. I mean, when you think about it, otherwise you kind of make a left-handed or right-handed weapon. You know what I mean? But if you got the charging handle in the middle, it's kind of it doesn't matter which hand you use, what your dominant hand is, but. Okay, part of the cleanup process appears to center around the game's current anti-cheat system. I had a feeling about that, but I'll be honest with you, after they lied, I got so pissed off that I had, it felt like somebody, like a big old fucking, like a big fuck you, basically, right to our faces. And I'm with the rest of the Helldivers community content creation team. I like to think of myself as part of that. And wanting to get videos out there and cover the game and all that, but I mean, after they lied, it's really hard to come back from that. And the way that the devs handled it afterwards, like it was some laughing matter when it really wasn't. I mean, that didn't help the game at all. I mean, you can't just go around lying to the people that buy your product. You know what I mean? Those are people you do not want to lie to. But anyway, they're talking about taking the anti-cheat. I don't know. Man, I don't know how great of an idea that is. Because I really don't want my individual games becoming like cheat fests. Where there's tons of people running mods and shit. And I mean, sure, there ain't no PvP in here, but that doesn't mean a cheater can't ruin the game. We've seen it in Red Dead Online, where they call in like a million different horses or something like that. They just, destroy the overall immersion of the game, and that's one thing this game has a lot of is immersion. Let's see some of these. See, I don't think I mean, these patch notes are fairly basic. So, fix a crash after hot joining a game that just started, and when the existing player used certain stratagems. That's crazy. Using certain stratagems would maybe kick you out of the game. As far as like how hot joining a game that's already started. I mean, if you're doing it through quick play, sure, but a lot of times people go to the point that's on the map. You know what I mean? And I guess that's not hot joining, the same thing where you're kind of doing it in like a general join sense. But it does still matter. That isn't all the developers' fault. That's players' faults too. They like to join games that are already in session, about halfway through or something like that, trying to get I don't know, maybe more samples or something. I have no idea. I mean, if you leave a doorway to cheating and stuff like that, or cheesing the game, people are gonna take advantage of cheesing it. I mean, especially when they seem hell-bound and hell-bent on just making the game unplayable, or at least not fun to play. You know, like I said, like, why is it that most of the guns in there? And these are just things I've noticed. I think that they could fix really quick. The idea that humanity doesn't have any weapons with high penetration. The idea that one of the most powerful sniper rifles in the game is either light or medium pen. I mean, the silliness behind that goes to tell you. I mean, that really does show you how uneducated these people are with firearms. You know, they have no reason. They don't understand why a sniper rifle would be a long barrel, for instance. They don't understand any of that. I mean, in their mind, you could throw a scope on a revolver, and you know what I mean. It would make just the same distance and all that. I really do truly believe they have no idea what they're doing with any of the weapons that they're using. All right, let's see. Fix the crash that occurs during missions when an encounter is triggered. When an encounter is triggered. I'm guessing that would be like, say, if you're calling in a drill or something like that. So I guess there's a crash error. Fix rare crash on mission load. Fix crash which could occur when interacting quickly with the weapon customization menu. Miscellaneous fixes. Extraction shuttle will no longer get into the landing stage when bumping into tall structures near the landing pad. That was crazy, by the way. That was insane. Like, we actually, it got so bad that we couldn't extract. I mean, at least it was one time. It was one time, because the extraction shuttle landed on top of this really high cleft. Like, you know how you would have your mechs when you call them in. Sometimes they land on top of the buildings, and you wouldn't be able to get to them. Well, that was the same with the extract. And if that happens, you're pretty screwed. You know what I mean? You could turn a really good run into a shitty run when none of you extract. I mean, not extracting is a big deal in this game. So, let's see. I'm glad that they're addressing that. We're going to find out after a while when we get and play the game. Fix an issue with missing haptics when gamepads disconnect, reconnect. You know, I've had a lot of that going on with my gamepad disconnecting and reconnecting. You know, it'll make that noise, that boot, and then when it's connected back in, it'll be like boot, boot. Yeah, I don't know. It just makes stupid noises, you know what I mean? And I always thought that was more related to just maybe my controller's a piece of shit, but now I guess, I don't know, I guess that's not. So, fix ragdolls falling through ground during certain sections of the tutorial. Yeah, why is it just a tutorial? Hell, I've been knocked to the floor. I've been ragdolled so hard I've like gone underground and come back up. Fixed issue where some unused textures were being loaded into memory accidentally on certain planet types. Oh, that'd be a dirty one, wouldn't it? Optimization, PC only. Fixed. They definitely need to address a lot of PC issues. I mean, we lost so many people on the PC side just because of how Airhead handled that whole situation. Fixed for textures sometimes appearing low resolution even when memory is available. Reducing flashlight reaction on muzzle smoke on all weapons for a better field of view. Reducing flashlight reaction on muzzle smoke. Yeah, you know what? They don't need as much smoke on these maps, by the way. I remember before they started clouding everything up and making it like, you know, to where you can't see 5 feet half the time because, you know, it's so smoky and all that. The game looked really good back then. And I'm not saying there shouldn't be debris and dust and all that. I'm just saying that, like, the amount that they've clouded the maps is just, it's too extreme. And that if they would drop that, it would very likely drop other things like how much it's using your resources on your rigs or your Xbox, or that kind of crap is what really brings the FPSs down and increases load times and all that. I can't help. Look, man, I'm gonna put it like this. When they lie, they really put a jackknife right into the face of the people and how much they trust, Arrowhead. And if I was Arrowhead as a company, I would just come out and be like, look, those people never should have did that. They were acting wrong in bad faith. Like all the people that they kicked off for calling Glazers or whatever happened on the Discord, which apparently now they're trying to make the Discord like some kind of hub. Well, they can forget that. I don't join random Discord, so I don't care if it's their Discord or not. I'm not joining their Discord. I can find out the information through third party if I need to. I'm not joining their Discord. I've heard about how bad it is on their Discord. Like they ban you. They're so ban happy over there. It's insane. And no, thank you. I'm not even getting on there because I know I'll get banned. Because I fully believe in freedom of speech. I fought for it. I mean, a lot of you all did that watch this content. And I'll be shit if somebody's going to tell me I can't speak. I mean, that leads to me getting all kinds of action taken against me, even by Xbox. I mean, the enforcement team at Xbox is far worse than anything any of those other minors could do, trust me. Like the Discord and all that. I mean, they're dealing with on Xbox. They're dealing with their account that has like tens of thousands of dollars, likely, of video games on it. And what, they're gonna ban you from it. So they're gonna steal all of your games, all of your financial investment, if you don't follow some vague rule that they half the time don't even tell you what you violated. So the system is not there, in my opinion, to manage behavior or anything like that. It's there literally to steal your content, to steal what you have in the hope that you're going to buy the games again. And I can tell you right now, if they ever get to the point on Xbox where they ban me to where I can't get my games, besides a lawsuit that I'm going to slam against them, I mean, I get it, they're rich, so it probably won't matter much to them, but it will matter to me. Like, I'll never use Microsoft products again, because it's not just Xbox is under Microsoft's umbrella. They're doing everything that Microsoft tells them to. They're all the same. Google, all of them. And I don't know. I think the enforcement team should be abolished. I mean, there's no reason for it to exist. That's what the block button is there for. I mean, I'm not 5 years old. I don't need some clown who's probably a radical lefty trying to filter my words and put his meanings or her meanings to my words. And I've had that happen before where I've this is why I don't post on public forums and stuff like that deal with Xbox at all anymore. I mean, they will go through all your personal info to find out something that they can go after you for. Especially if you come out against them or you're kind of like more traditional and conservative and stuff like that. It seems like a lot of the people on the enforcement team on Xbox or radical left-wing ideologues, you know what I mean? Which none of us should be at all surprised about. And now they think that they could just ban people time-wise and everything else without having any reason for doing it. And that alone right there is making me go to PC. And to get off of Windows, go to Linux and all that. To be done with Microsoft in general. I mean, I have no idea what they're doing. I've heard they're coming out with a new system, an Xbox and all that. Well, I'm not buying it. Not like this. I don't need anybody trying to act like they're my mother. You know what I mean? On top of that, to come after me for things that... trying to tell me what I said that I didn't say. Trying to put meaning to my words that was never there. You know what I mean? And I think there's a lot of AI in that too. So it mistakes what you're saying. But because they made the system above reproach and there is no Overwatch, there is no way to go in there and be like, hey, you did this wrong. I want to appeal this. You get no appeals anymore. You know what I mean? Because they made it above any type of Overwatch at all. They made it to where these people, so much power is concentrated in these people. And it affects your real life. Now, in a game, that's different, right? I mean, as long as you're still getting a product, I think, and... you're able to play it to your heart's content and all that. All right, whatever. But when they start like going after accounts with tens of thousands of dollars in content you bought off of Microsoft, off the store, and they're like, oh, well, you could just make another account. Well, isn't that easy? So make it easy for you to get back in the system. But guess what? Your games don't get to go with you. Yeah, you lose all them. So if you get another account, you can't access the account that you had before. Guess what? You lose all your games. And, oh, isn't that convenient? Now you got to buy more games, right? Now you don't own nothing. Nah, man. Nah. I mean, really, something that happened recently really opened my eyes to just how much I do not want to be on Xbox anymore. And I'm going to be making a transition over to computer because there's just so much more control on computer. You know what I mean? With Steam and just other places you could go to cut Microsoft out of the loop. And there's a whole bunch of programs to cut their AI garbage off your operating system and all that stuff too. And Windows does work very well when they ain't trying to suckle all your information out of your system. But anyway, that isn't what we're here for. Let's see. Optimize destruction on various tree assets to maintain performance. Yeah, this was annoying, by the way. If you call in, say, a hell bomb, or not a hell bomb, but a 500 kilogram, it would hit the tree sometimes and explode right on you, killing you. I mean, it's so weird. Or it hit it outside of the base and it wouldn't go off. Or like even the hell bombs, it like how they would explode, it wouldn't, affect enough of the terrain outside to actually take out even points or anything. That was very annoying too. I'm glad that they're actually addressing this, but is it going to be soon enough? I don't know, man. I mean, a lot of people are playing Arc Raiders right now. They're very irritated because they lied to people, and it looks like it, by the way. Not super great, especially after the game director said it's breaking at the seams. Hopefully they can wrangle this thing back together, because when it works, it's a blast to play with friends. It's still always, look, man, it's still a great blast. It's still very fun to play. Let's not let's not slam them too much. I mean, now their lies, all day long slam them. I mean, because they shouldn't have lied, and they should knock that shit off. And if they don't like the attention they're getting, if they don't like the bad attention, to go with the good, because they're always happy with the good attention, right? But if they can't take that, then they should just admit and end the game. Admit that it's not going any further, that it's not going to be a staple issue, because they're trying to make it a staple issue while at the same time, a staple game, while at the same time trying to do what they want to do, not what the community itself wants to do. And I'm not saying that every idea, is a good idea from the community. I'm just saying that there is a lot of good ideas that for some reason, I don't know, Arrowhead thinks is funny if they fuck with. I mean, like I said, the coyote, not nerfing the coyote. And so what they do, they stabbed the player base in the back. They made us think that they were giving us buffs and finally, giving us what we wanted and all that, and everybody rushed back into play, only to find out that they had already nerfed the coyote. Not just the coyote, but a lot of other fire-based weapons as well. Even a flamethrower, guess what? Yes, it is. It's been nerfed. They made it easier for you to catch on fire and harder for the enemies to catch on fire. I mean, just, you cannot have a game that's designed for regular players while trying to play to your idea of what the game should be, and only that, and not be open to any other ideas, especially when you suck so bad at knowing what guns are and what they do, like how they work. Like it took them all that time to figure out a slug thrower, a giant piece of metal hitting another piece of metal would punch a hole in it. You know what I mean? Man, it's what I'm saying. It kind of worries me that there's still a lot of radicals and like really moronic people getting into positions where it's affecting things that we love, like video games and stuff like that. And they've never fired a firearm in their life, so they have no idea what they're doing. You know what I mean? They get in there, and in their fictional world, I don't know, a 7.62 is like the same thing as a 9mm. But that just isn't, that's not true, and we all know it's not true. And when they try to force that kind of garbage into the game, it's not like Helldivers, the first Helldivers anymore. This is completely different now. People are very familiar with guns, how they work. I mean, most people have a pretty good grasp on how weapons should work. So when they're taking a rifle like the Deadeye out, its main selling point is how much destruction it does and how much one shot. So accuracy really matters. And they're making it a medium pen, and it's supposed to be a sniper rifle, a medium penetrating sniper rifle. That's it, not heavy penetrating. Yeah, boys, them 50 caliber rounds. The weapon might be firing. Well, they ain't gonna do nothing. Because in their world, it doesn't matter how big the piece of metal is or how much propellant it has behind it. Like I said, they do not understand how firearms work. We all knew that the first time we went to reload our weapons, and they took their left arm and tried to pretzel it around to charge a charging handle on the right side. I mean, like I said, they really need to stop playing games and get a firearms expert into the game. Period. I mean, whatever, if they don't want to hire other people, but they need to find somebody who really knows what they're talking about, not their Hollywood buddies, because their Hollywood buddies are probably lying to them, just like that Tim Walz retard who went out. Remember, and he had the shotgun. He's trying to come off like he's like us, like normal people. So he's out there. He's trying to figure out what the way to put the shotgun shells in a bird popping shotgun. That was epic, by the way. Sometimes I watch it just so I can remember how dumb our politicians are, and like how bad of a shape that they would be in if the country ever really went into a dirty situation with a war. I mean, they don't even know what a charging handle is. They have no idea where to put the rounds at in a shotgun. It's like they don't know that. They have no idea what that ejection port is. They're trying to stick shells up in there, trying to stuff them down the barrel and shit. So it just, oh man, it's so easy. You don't have to take special forces training to understand how a weapon works. All you have to do is go to a gun range with a few guns, and you get the general principle. You know what I mean? I mean, just think like a 5-year-old. Bigger is better. You fire a cannonball, yeah, it's probably gonna pop a hole through a castle. You know what I mean? It depends on the size of the projectile. I mean, there's other variants like subsonic ammunition that do other things, and obviously this game don't get into that. But it doesn't matter if the weapon itself is designed so poorly. That a sniper rifle is only doing light penetration. That's one of the two counter sniper rifles that are in the game. Are you fucking kidding? Light penetrating rounds for a sniper rifle? Is that a joke? It has to be a joke, man. And it's not a very funny fucking joke either. But either way, it was just mainly, it's just mainly patching issues that are already in the game, which is good. They need to get the game back to stable. But look, this game's got a lot more issues than just that. I mean, sadly. And it doesn't seem like Arrowhead is open to listen to their content creators or anybody that's on their side. They just want to go this alone, make all the mistakes, and not accept any blame for any of them. Have a good old hoot at the idea that people got pissed because the Coyote got nerfed, and then a whole bunch of people got off the game or couldn't play the game because the PC was in such bad shape. That really pissed me off. A lot of our players are on PC too. I mean, we have plenty of players on PS5, Xbox, and matter of fact, if you're interested in joining us, check us out, 75th Ranger Regiment Gaming Community. If it doesn't say GC, it's not us. There's a lot of people out there that make communities that are named like after the 75th. The 75th is a very popular unit in the military. We're a veteran honor community. We honor the 75th and our tactics and how we would handle situations, stuff like that. At least we try to. We're a veteran gaming community. It's a little bit different. We're not a clan. I mean, we are in certain games because, that's all you can have in these games. So how it works, the gaming community has multiple games that they're in. A clan only has one. So when you see, individual games out there and in each individual game there's say a 75th in there. That's sure, that's, you could say those are clan size elements, right, in those individual games, hell divers and on and on and on. But ultimately, it's all topped by, because that's why we're called a gaming community, because it all comes together into one part, and I think it makes us very flexible to do a whole lot of things like reacting quickly, bringing down a hammer of Ranger, just domination on everything. Because I mean, a lot of our guys are very good. I give our guys credit. I mean, they're highly skilled. Let's see if how we're doing on a Liberty's order. I was on yesterday and the day before. I've been on quite a bit actually. Oh, man. Yeah, so now we got 2 points. What is this? From any Illuminate controlled point planet. Man, I figured the Illuminate would be the hard ones, but apparently not. Successfully extract with 62,000 common samples from any automaton controlled planet. We're struggling with this one, guys. I ain't gonna lie. The automaton. Wait a minute. They're just common samples too. I mean, so it's not like we can't do this. Man, the fight is brutal on Mastia. 7,000 there. 5,000 there. Where in the hell is everybody else at? I can't believe that they kick people off just because of saying the word glaze diver. I mean, that is so silly. Sometimes you just gotta let your people be your people, man. And they're not always gonna say the things you want them to say. That's something I've learned running a community with as many members as we have, right? Not everybody's gonna do what you want them to do. Exactly how you want them to do it. The fact that so many players, though, you know, support the game so much that they were doing that. Hey, that's good. That's good in my view. Why they keep trying to stomp that out, I'll never understand that. And it'll just be me this morning. It's kind of early. I'm getting this video out when I first saw the update come out. I figure, you know, everybody's going to know. So, I guess we'll do one mission.
FTL jump to the Mastia system.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I just don't even see, at this point, I just want to get the video update out. So, I think I'm just gonna... Nah, we'll do a run, and then I'll put some background in here.
Coordinates locked. Hellpods primed.
I've been playing the Beast lately. It's been fun, man. Dying Light, the Beast. I mean, Arc Raiders is fun. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I already started getting like kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Burnt out on the game. I mean, I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry. It's what it is. But I wish. Yeah, that's another thing. Look, even a Gatling gun. Like, why isn't this high pen? It's a Gatling gun. Have they never seen a Gatling gun fire before in real life? I mean, Jesus.
Launch initiated.
You know, some of these Gatling guns fire 12.7mm rounds. For all of you that don't understand what that is, it's like a 50 cal. It's like anti-material rounds right there. In other words, it makes short work out of most, even armored vehicles. Have you ever seen like a little bird like buzz through and just chop a vehicle in half? Yeah, those are miniguns. So.
You are the best of the best. Live up to your name. Live up to freedom.
Damn it.
Deploying sentry. Deploying equipment package.
What the hell is that? Figure I'll put a match in here just see if everything's working.
A little shot of liberty.
See it, hell bomb sitting right there. Alright, extract is right there, so we're gonna
Attacking
do
mouse.
this. Do clockwise. I love the de-escalator. It's like my favorite weapon in the game now. Which is oh.
Found something.
Yeah. Okay, that was weird. It wasn't like picking that stuff up from a distance. Look, sometimes we have to put up with shit. This game is like one of the most unifying games I've ever played, and I am completely and 100% behind any game that's gonna like be a game that's gonna bring everybody together instead of dividing them. I mean, I like Arc Raiders, don't get me
Found
wrong.
something.
And the PvP's like really kind of, you know, babyish in that game, but it doesn't matter. I mean, the fact is that, well, that sucks. The fact is, I don't think it needs to be there. I mean, I'm not saying it's not enjoyable sometimes. I mean, all PvP can be enjoyable, but it just doesn't need to be. Like I said before, they threw that in there just to pad the game out, and I'm not for that. If you don't have a game that's like in good shape, you know, as it sits, then I mean, shit. Then that says a lot. You need to figure out what the problem is with the game itself, because PvP it doesn't just fix everything. I mean, there are some numbskulls out there that does, but I'm not one of those people. And sadly, there's a lot of people who don't even like PvP all that much, or like all getting into it and getting upset about it, because now I'm finding they feel like, oh, well, no other PvP game out there. I suck at every other PvP game. And this one, where you don't aim properly and everything, finally, you know, maybe I might be able to be good at PvP. And it's like, bro,
My life for
you're doing this the wrong way. And notice how fast they suddenly become like, you know, big PvPers, and you know, they're Rambos and all that shit. I mean, it's like an immediate transformation. They can't play the game on regular mode. You know, any normal PvP titles, they suck at it. But they get in, they camp the extract in a few places. Suddenly they get the ego of like, I don't know, the best PvPer on the freaking planet or something.
Mag's empty.
They turn from like those people that hate PvP and complain and avoid PvP games all of a sudden. That's all they're wanting to play. They're like, let me show you how this is done. It's like, bro, where were you like in every other PvP game? Damn.
Have a taste of democracy.
For them. Oh boy. I know, I pick a lot of fights with the PvP sweats in that game. Man, they deserve it. They really do. I mean, the amount of hate that they were throwing on videos for absolutely no reason, just because they wanted to seem like they were like some PvP gods. Nobody was asking them to be that. And anybody who thinks that, like, I don't know, that Arc Raiders is a good representation of like how good you would be in a PvP game are nuts.
Mag's empty.
Yeehaw! Me personally, I'd rather have a game that
Found
unites
something.
everybody. Not because I suck at PvP. like, I don't know, the wannabe PvP players want everybody to believe, but mainly because we have enough shit dividing us already, you know what I mean? Politics, fucking, people doing stupid shit in real life, killing people and all that stuff. I mean, we have enough of that stuff. It's nice to have a game that focuses on trying to bring the player base together, which, you know, they're all people. The player base are humans.
Allied destroyer joining squadron, deploying Helldiver.
Yeah, I didn't mean that. Ouch.
New mag. Another sample collected for democracy.
Man, this sucks not having it. My stamina's going down so damn low because of the heavy armor. But I haven't really noticed any of the negatives with people getting, a lot of people getting kicked out yet, so.
Objective critical stratagem available.
Tagging location. Cancel that.
What the? What is that?
Objective critical stratagem no longer available.
That's cool.
Allied destroyer joining squadron, deploying Helldiver to combat zone.
Yo, check this out.
Rare sample acquired. Tagging location.
Calling in a hell bomb.
That's pretty cool though. Like the
Marking
whole,
location,
that's
never
like the destroyer suit, I think, right? Yeah, you can see the weakness on the back. That's cool. I guess, you know, I'd be curious. Well, nobody gets up in it. Yeah, copy that. I'm moving out.
I'll handle the terminal. Clear the area.
Oh,
Dropping a
we
pin.
got, yep,
Northwest. 100 meters.
got bots on the inbound.
Objective complete.
Drop ship.
Shit, this stamina is like draining so fast.
Calling down a sentry. Requesting sentry.
Calling in orbital strike.
Requesting sentry.
Alright, wait. Yeah, there's supplies down there,
Supplies.
guys.
Bag's empty.
Where's the terminal at?
Dropping location.
Making progress.
Yeah, yeah, copy that.
Tagging map. South. 300 meters. Never mind.
Mission at 30 minutes remaining.
You want me to carry that, or?
Requesting orbital.
No, I guess it was just one.
I got the terminal.
Marking location, east.
Sorry if that was close. I hope I didn't hit you.
Terminal. I'm on the terminal.
Yeah, we got you.
First one. Northeast.
I'm on it.
Mission map updated.
Alright, let's do this.
Tagging map. Nice. 300 meters.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I hate those fucking mortar
Allied
investments.
destroyer joining squadron. Deploying Helldiver to combat zone.
I feel like stamina's like way weaker than what it was. I can only like run for a few seconds.
Say hello to democracy! Reloading!
Thank you.
Main objective New York is here.
Mag's empty!
Oh, what the hell is that?
Heavy.
Oh, that's
On
what
my
that is.
position.
Oh, heavy! Run away! He was tagged the first second I was around him with that grenade, but being close to that flamethrower is like not fun. Either way, I'm not seeing anybody being dropped from the game, which is good. That was like the main complaint. That was definitely my main complaint, to see a lot of Rangers getting into the game and being immediately kicked out and losing the progress that they had. So
Sample collect.
I really hope that they fixed it now with this last update. I'm thinking that they probably did.
Engaging terminal.
Requesting sentry.
How'd you like the taste of freedom? I'm on it. Reloading. I'm on it. I'm on the terminal.
Nice. Just cannot beat this game. Come on,
Throwing
supply.
supply beacon.
Keep in mind, guys, we have fallback points all over the place. Wherever you see a supplies marker at, that's what we try to do, is leave them there first for a fallback point in case somebody gets overwhelmed.
Reloading.
It's nice to see other Helldivers are still on this planet holding it down. Copy that. Yo, let me know if I'm
I
setting
got the
this
terminal.
to pop. This if it gets too bad, let me know.
Outpost cleared.
Alright. Alright, she's going off, guys. It'll take a minute or two.
Tagging location. Cancel that.
They're to your right, M3. As soon as I'm done this, I'll join you over there.
Engaging terminal.
Alright.
Freedom has prevailed. Now head to the extraction point. Thank you. Drop ships.
Come on, give it to me. Yeah.
Eat this.
Alright.
Allied destroyer has left the squadron.
Dropping a pin.
Never
East.
with these
200
guys.
meters.
Man, I think that dude just got kicked. I hope not.
Requesting orbital.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he got kicked. So that's one. Mark one. I mean, it's not as bad as it was, so.
Got a sample.
Get over here and help these guys.
Get some! Get some!
Extraction is available.
Tagging map. Southeast.
We
100
got
meters.
one more little tiny outpost to do if we can even see to do it.
Allied destroyer joining squadron. Deploying helicopter.
Alright, there he is back again. Yeah, so he definitely got kicked. We got this, just keep pushing, guys. Roger that.
At 20 minutes remaining.
Calling down a support weapon.
Requesting air support.
Inbound Eagle.
Outpost cleared.
Reloading.
Alright, fall back to extract, guys.
Helldivers never die.
Watch out for those William mines. Oh, somebody must have put on the stamina thing, because,
Rare sample acquired. Mag's empty.
Extraction is available.
Yeah, did you get... M3, did you get kicked out of the game? Like, if you get time... Here, I'm putting up a marker, guys.
100 meters.
Just can't... Yeah, okay, that's what I needed to know. I'm trying to keep count. There's supposed to be... The last update was supposed to address that, so... Yeah, so he was definitely... That's one, and just this mission right after they did the update, so...
Drop ships. Tagging map. North, 300 meters.
Yeah, I don't know why in the hell I'm going over this way.
Requesting sentry.
Alright guys, we're prepping to leave.
Requesting supply.
Grab all the common samples you can on the way out. That's what we're supposed to be doing
New
anyway.
man.
Please.
Supplies.
Ammo on my mark. And there's ammo inbound.
Calling down requesting tac map. Freedom requires firepower. Calling down support weapon. Calling in extraction.
Extraction shuttle inbound.
Minute 30 seconds. Man, I hate it when it's like stuffed in like this into like a little bottom of a crevice.
Requesting sentry.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
God damn it. Ah shit, you got one off.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
Spec aerial.
Drop ships.
ETA T-minus 20 seconds. ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone.
Reloading.
Requesting fortifications.
How'd you like to taste of freedom? Pelican 1 approaching pickup. Sending in an eagle.
Eagle inbound, guys, get up on me, form up.
Reloading.
Yo, hold up the back, don't go in the back, don't go in the back. Hold up. So everybody gets here, please. Thank you.
Eagle 1 rearming. Be back shortly.
Alright, let's go, guys.
Requesting orbital.
Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff.
Reinforcement budget depleted.
Pelican 1
Just
beginning
walk
ascent.
to the back and extract. Have to add some swagger in there.
Today you carved another foot in a long climb to liberty.
Alright, so as you can see, it's not as bad with people being kicked out, but still we had one guy he got kicked. I mean, I hope that they deal with the issues that are causing people to get kicked, because there's nothing more that will drive people out of a game more than if they put in, say, a deployment's 40 minutes long and they put 25 minutes into it, and then they keep getting kicked. The team can't wait for them, and they have to extract, so they lose all their XP, all their samples, and everything else. Like, So Arrowhead really needs to deal with that. I mean, if they want to keep players engaged. Guys, I appreciate you running with me. I gotta get off and cut this together. So, but I will be back on later on if you're around from me. I usually run on here quite often. But if you enjoy my content, like, share, and subscribe. Sponte and Deus VULT.